Okay, I'm going to work on the connecting rods for my Stirling engine here, and I made blanks. Basically all it is a piece of 1/4-inch material, 1/4-inch thick, with a couple of 1/4-inch holes in it. The displacer rod is an inch shorter than the power piston rod, so one of these is at 3 inches apart and the other one is at 4 inches apart. What I did was made myself, get me over here, getting dizzy yet? Okay, so what I did was on the machine I have a piece of aluminum in here basically, and I drilled and tapped 3 holes. This will be our 0, and then 3 inches over, and then 4 inches over. You can see I cut the long one already, which is, where is it laying? It is. Sat on there like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the short one now. And I'm resetting up because I tore it down and did some other stuff. So basically I'm resetting everything because I took the tool out and put the tool back in, so now I don't know the length isn't correct. So first thing I'm going to do is go to my 0 home position in my program. I dialed in the hole again, so it's actually put the indicator and I just double checked it, but so I should be able to just go to 0 here on my control. If I go to 0 on my control here, return to 0, it should take me to, and it didn't. Okay, so what's going on here? I set everything. Alright, let's go. Let's try set 0 return. Reset. Sometimes it can be a little fussy. I have my 0 in the program right there, and that's from my set position, or from the limit switch is over. I am hitting the right one. Maybe it's it's being really fussy. Reset on. Just move it over here. Should be somewhere in that vicinity there. Okay, so why? Alright. I'm going to exit completely from the program. And start my task manager up just to get out of it. Yeah, it's definitely froze up here. And now. Come on. Alright. Don't send. Alright, we'll start the program up again. Here's the program. And start the machine up. Reset control. Okay, now set 0 return. There we go. I don't know why it was hung up there. Sometimes it does that stuff. But it should end up going over the first hole over on the left. And I was sitting there already because I had stuck an indicator in and just double checked to make sure. Ta-da! That looks right now. You guys probably can't tell, but it is. The cutter is right over the hole here. So now I need to set this cutter. This is that's at 0, and the 0 should be at the top of the part. So I need to go 1/4 inch from. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move it off. And then I'm going to crank it up until it touches. Right there. And then I'm going to go back and down 250 thousandths. 100, 250. Alright, now I can move this around. And what I want to do is I need to load the right program, because that's for the long one. This program that I have up here is actually for the long, this is for the long power piston. I have the short one on a jump drive here. I will load that. And I want to copy my set 0 position here. So I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to open the new one, which is in E. Right? Come on. F then. Yeah, there it is. Displacer link. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste that, because the set position is the same for the other one. And okay, everything looks good. Setup should be, the tool should be set yet. 250, yep, it is. Let's draw it. That looks good. So what we will do is we'll put our blank on here and we'll give it a shot and see. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to just move this back some more. And I'm going to go ahead and put the blank on there. All I did was drill the 1/4 inch holes the right distance apart, drilled and reamed them, and just putting shoulder screws in. That'll be close enough. And we'll tighten that up. Tighten this one up. And we're ready. We should be ready to rock and roll. I'm going to, I'll zoom in a little more here. I think actually I'm going to move you over here and try to get you lined up with that. I'm just trying to get it to where you can actually see instead of a reflection. Alright, you're off to the left hand side there now. Alright, I'm gonna give her a whirl. Here she goes. I'll get my coolant. I do have the flood coolant, but I don't know if I have enough in my tank down there. So here we go. Oop, I gotta turn my spindle on. Not sure what kind of aluminum this is. I just grabbed a piece of scrap. Not real critical on this part, so not that it has to be high strength or anything. Haven't been out here in a while. in the garage because my father-in-law, he's 90 plus years old, took a spill and cracked 3 ribs, and now we're kind of busy trying to take care of them, mother and father-in-law, so keeping us hopping, and that's why I haven't been out here in a while. Not that I'm making excuses, but it seems like I've been out here less out since I've retired than before I retired. This is a rough cut. I've got 2 finished cuts on it. Should raise up and move back over to 0 point, up in the air, and we'll move it back out of the way. If I mind moving it probably off the screen, okay. Should be done. Other than, like I say, bore the holes up for the bearings. Ta-da! But I think I will do that for sure, is relieve this, so this is just a pad here with the bearings in it, and then undercut this like 50 thou on each side to narrow this up. I'll do that on both of them. Well, let's move over to the surface plate here. Back you up here. Back you up. So this one here goes on the other side. This one here is the one that will go into there. I'm debating on whether to put a center in here and a center in here and turn this. I don't know, I'll have to decide that after I bore the hole. So now what I'm going to do is set up and bore for the bearing in here, which will be over on the mill, and I got some I have some meat blocks over here in the vise. Move you over to the mill. My tripod wants to fold up on me here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is down there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's take a look at that. Alright, yeah, you can gonna put that in clamp it in V-blocks and then bore that hole. Lightly clamp it because the walls are going to be fairly thin, so we don't want to deform it. Take and dial that in. And I believe they're 510. Yeah, the OD is Oh shoot, dropped it. The OD is 510, so pour that out to fit there. So I'm going to go ahead and dial that in and open it up. Indicator. Here. Turn that up. I gotta get on the other side here. Just eyeballing it here first. Getting close. Alright, so now we'll go down in the hole. And we'll go here. This 10 above. 10 above. Move this to 10 above, and we should be fairly close. 0. Okay, 1.5 below. And what we got over here? 7 above. So, let me get my mirror. Jump back and forth. Alright, we're 1 thou away from being dialed in on X. Move it a 1/2 thou. We'll lock it. 0. 0. And here we're put this on 0. Lock that. We should be good to go. Yep. Alright. So I think what I'm going to do is put oh jeez, just about tipped you over. Okay, I can plunge through there with a 1/2 inch end mill. See, my wife's home from down taking care of the mother and father-in-law. I'm looking for a boring end mill. I have a number of them. This one's 20 thou under right here. This is a 20 thou under boring end mill. Put that in there. What it is now, way out on the end of that end mill is 480, and then it has about a 1/2 degree taper back. So only the end cuts. Alright. So now we're ready to poke that hole through there. I'm going to kick it in low. And get it on the other side here. I might need to go get the coolant. Yeah, I'm going to get the coolant bottle. Okay. That should leave me 30 thou to bore out. I like leaving my calipers right there. So, get the boring head in. Actually, you gotta switch collets. You know, I should have set a stop here too. I'm gonna do that before I forget. That way I don't have to dial in the second one. Dialed in. Well, if I can find a stop. Alright. Three of these laying around. That one won't reach. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll just put a 1, 2, 3 block in there. That way I can butt up against that instead. Brush the stuff away. That chip in there. Okay. That way when I get done, I can put the next one in and I won't have to dial it in. It should be set for me. Hopefully. We'll be close anyway. Take that out. And hold on. Turn it. Oops. I put a collet in. Dummy. Oh, I move the knee down. And that's something else I really don't like, is once you dial something in and you move the knee around, and kind of lose your dialing unless your knee is really, really accurate. You'll find most of them wrong. You'll crank it down and you'll lose won't be exact anyway. But this doesn't have to be exact. So. This. Get a reach for that. One, naturally. There somewhere. And line up the cutting edge. Straight. That looks good. Back it off. Okay, I'll set my Z here, or set my stop. Wish I had a automatic or the thumb slide, but I don't have. So I gotta crank it all the way. Alright, now adjust it until it touches, so then I can see where I'm at. It's right over here. Right there, just touching. So right to there. Looks like I gotta fix my light again. Alright, I'm gonna move you over to the other side here so I can run the controls a little bit better. Get you lined up here. Alright, so I'm going to bore that. I'm going to put in power feed. A little bit high on the RPM. Snap gauge. Alright, take the snap gauge. Oh, wrong one. Now remember, now snap gauge will measure a press fit. So whatever I get here, that's kind of, I want to get a 510. That'll actually be a good press for the bearing. Alright. Get my mic. So I've got 491. So I took 11th out of there. I need to take 19 thousandths here, so I'm going to take 10. I'm going to take a 10th out cut, but before I do that, I'm going to drop it down one speed here. Let's see, what is that? What is that at now? I'm at on I'm not sure. Well, anyway, I dropped it down one pulley, so I don't have variable speed. I got to change my belts. But it only takes a minute to change them anyway. If anything, the hole should have got smaller from going to a lower RPM. That's something else too. If you change the RPM without changing that, you can change your hole diameter also. And same thing with feed rates. Change anything. Feed rate or RPM. I think this is the last time I'll be able to check with this. I'll have to check with the other one now. Yes, I'm getting 500 with this, with that snap gauge. This in here. This one here gives me a same thing. All right, 10 thou. I need to go 10 thou. 10 more. And I'll double check it, make sure, but it should be good. Nose is still running. It's actually a little more pressed than I want, so I'm going to take another thou on the dial here, because actually half the thou on that dial. I don't want it too tight a press. Okay, that should do it. That should do it. Double check. It should read 5. I want it to read 510. Okay, that's it. So now I'll take that out of there and I'll do the same thing with this other one. So then I'll get the bearings mounted. Well, before I put the bearings in there, I'm going to take and cut this down. I'm going to cut everything down here on this side of it down 50 thou on the side, and then so that it'll be just a boss on this end, and this will slide in the clevis, and this will be on the screw. So anyway, I think that's gonna be it for video and for right now. I'm going to go ahead and bore this other one, but I don't need the video. You already seen what I'm doing. I got to go find out how it went with my wife, with the mother and father-in-law, and see what's up, what the plan is for tonight and tomorrow. She ended up having to stay over last night, so yeah, you can't get up and move around, and can't do anything, so you know, he needs help getting up now, and so it's you know, 3 cracked ribs, and what, he's 97, and it's gonna, yeah, he was getting out of his vehicle and fell down, so it was icy, so one thing after another. It's first week that I'm off, I'm really sick. Now this week is turning out to be a bummer too, so hope retirement goes better than this. So yeah, like I say, I've been out here less, I think, than before I retired, so, but I'm getting there. I get these 2 rods done, and the only thing left is I haven't decided what I'm going to do for extending or enlarging the footprint of it so that it doesn't tip over. I'm thinking about getting a couple pieces of oak and just making some cross beams and cut some notches in them and have it set into those, but I'm going to play around with that. Been looking at my next project, and I kind of liked, I was always thinking that I wanted to make a radial engine, but I thought before I did that I wanted to make that the little hoglet engine. So I had ordered the books and the drawings and stuff for that, but now after looking at that knucklehead, I kind of like that a little bit better, so I may start modeling that up, and then during the summer when I get time here and there, model it all up. And actually I think I have some of the, or are they just drawings? I know I downloaded the package. I can't remember what his name was on one of the message boards, and that he had offered, and I downloaded the package, and I can't remember. I looked at it a little bit, but I don't remember if there was models in there or not. But anyway, I'm going to get. Before I build something, I always like to model it up and make sure all the clearances and the fittings and everything is, close to what I want it to be. So maybe I'll work on that over the summer, and then next fall, when I start spending a lot of time in the shop again, I will probably work on that. You know, I still do kind of want to make a radial engine. I've made vacuum engines, steam engines. I'd like to make a condensing engine too. Steam engine. I haven't made that. Made one of those. So, but anyway, I better go and check with my wife and see what's going on. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys later.